job entry platform. I'm going to navigate to that folder right now. Okay, so here I have job entry. This is index.html. Okay, we have all the files here. This is the folder, job entry. Then we have the CSS image, JS library, SCSS, etc. Okay, there's nothing in the library, I can delete that. Okay, SCSS, we have Bootstrap in it. Okay, so I'm just gonna check the README. These are the features. Post new jobs, each job will have a unique ID, and so on and so forth. So this is gonna be a long video. Let's see how we can keep it as short as possible. So now let's take some steps. First thing we're going to do, let's move all these guys into the views folder. So let's do our MVC model view controller. So let me create those folders and we'll move from there. I'll make sure they're inside the job entry. So say models, then create views, controllers. Now I'll create routes, and then I'll create public. So MVCPR. Okay, so now let's move all the guys that need to be moved to where they need to be moved. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's go. Move all these guys. Move all these guys into the views. Yep. Yes, move. Alright, so I have views. Okay, so let's move these other guys. Okay, here. Okay, okay. Why are we moving these files into views? Because they are views, HTML files. We're going to convert them to what's going on. Okay, I want to move this guy. Yeah, perfect. Oh, yep. Alright, so I have all these guys in views. Perfect. So let's move these other guys into public. Move this into public. Yes. Then I'll click on public and make sure JavaScript, image, CSS. Yes, move them into public. Yes. Alright, so public now has all these guys and we are good to go. Almost good to go. Then what else do I want to do? I'll come back for routes and controllers. Okay, so now let's do npm init. Okay, I can do npm init -y to make it faster. So now my package.json, and that's taking some things. So you see it took what we had in the readme file as the description automatically. Yes, it does that. So now I'll go ahead and create my app.js. We should have done that earlier so that it could have put that here, but it's not too late. We can make that app.js anyways. Okay, no problem. So script here, I can turn this into start, and then I can change this to nodemon app. Okay, say app.js. Yeah, can make that .js, so we can use the ES module, but we're not going to go into ES module now. If it was the ES module we wanted to use, we would have just used MJS. But let's experiment with that so that we can, get used to that too. So instead of JS, I'll be using MJS. Okay, MJS. So let me change that in the package.json as well. So that will be fine. MJS. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So now let's write some Express, but before that, let's install Express. So npm install Express. I think that's about the only third-party module we need, because NodeMon should be installed globally already. So npm install Express. So once Express is done, we can bring Express in and start using Express. Alright, so inside my app.mjs, I want to quickly create a server and listen on a particular port and move to the next level. Okay, I'm thinking the internet might be a bit bad, so let me restart that process. Try it again. Okay, whichever the case, I want to do import Express from Express. Okay. Okay, so this will set the static profile, static folder. Then let's do app.use express.url encoded. Yes. Let's do extended false. Let's do app.use express.json. Call that. Okay. Let's do app.set. Okay, we'll also need exphbs, express handlebars. Okay, let me change my internet to make it more right. Let me do that. Okay, so let me restart this. Okay, so npm I express, at the same time express dash handlebars. Yes, spelling there. Handlebars. Express handlebars. Yeah, so I think with this internet we should be good. Okay, excellent. So You can already see the node modules folder here. Yes. So Express is there, Express handlebars is there. Alright, so we'll do the same thing for Express handlebars, exp from Express handlebars. Perfect. So now, once you use that, let's do app.set view engine, small caps, then set that HBS. But before we do that, of course, let's do the app.engine. Okay, so the engine, let's call that HBS. Then we'll do expHBS dot engine, then pass in some options there. So we can do the extension name. Let's make that dot HBS. What else are we passing in? Let's have the default layout. Let's pass that as main. Okay, what else? Let's do runtime options. Then let's do allow proto methods by default. Set that to true. Then proto properties by default. Set that to true as well. Alright, we can minimize that and everything should be good. So let's try to run this. Let's do npm start. Okay, so now listening on port 3000. Let's try to go to port 3000. Okay, cannot get. Well, that's good because yes, because for now we're not sending anything back. So let's test that. So let's do app.get. What are we getting? The home route. Let's do rec. Let's send back something as a sample. Hello world. Alright, so let's check that out. Alright, perfectly working on localhost 3000. Okay, so no problem. So now let's try to render all the pages that need to be rendered so we can then move forward from there and start requiring our modules and all of that. Okay, so now let's render all these pages. Let's from the views 404, let's convert all to HBS. Okay, but in the views, let's set up the views properly so that we can find some of these pages showing well. So let's do layouts folder. Okay, inside layouts folder, let's create that main.hbs file. For now, let's just put body, make it clean. Then let's have partials folder. So in the partials folder, let's see what we can have there. Let's have header.hbs to act as the header. Let's also have footer.hbs. Alright, so that's fine. We'll come back to those later. So now let's start looking at these pages one by one that we need to render. So let's look at 404. First off, let's look at the 404 page normally. What does it look like? Where is it? It's about to load up. Okay, it's right here. Okay, now the CSS of course will not load properly simply because we've moved where the CSS folder is from the normal arrangement to okay. Yes, alright, so because we've moved the CSS folder from where it used to be, and now we need to link it properly so that it can show up. All right, but before we do that, let's just let's just do this. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's just see what we can do. So I'm going to take this head, but I think the head on the home page, on the index page, is much more. It's the best. So let me take this head, okay, and the body. Well, let's just cut this head out. Control C. Okay, so let's put that in a partial header.hbs. Okay, so this is going to be the head for everybody. Okay, so in the main, before the body, I'm going to put head, now header. Okay, so that's header.hbs coming in there, and yeah, so this should serve for everybody. Now let's redirect this properly. Let's link this properly. So for the favicon, now we have /img because it's in the public folder, and that now means that we should put this slash to denote the root folder. So this is root folder image favicon.ico, and that makes sense. Root folder because we're not going to talk about the public folder, right? Because by default Express knows to look at it as the static. Okay, so that is that. This is online. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, so here we'll do this slash. Here we'll do this slash. Okay, so this is working. So this should be the header.hbs. Let me see. Do we have footer.hbs there as a partial? Okay, so let's take the footer of the index as well. Where's the index.html? Okay, this is the body. This is a div. This is the script. Okay, do we have any footer here? Let's search for that. Okay, so I can see footer start and footer end. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. From this footer start, we're just going to cut everything down, cut it away. Okay, so the footer is going to be there. So I'm going to put that inside the footer here. So that's footer.hbs. So now in the main.hbs, we're just going to, this should be 2, not 3. Okay, so here we're going to do this as well. Footer. Okay, alright, so that's fine. So now footer.hbs is now live as well. So this should work for the index. I think we'll need to send out the index so we can see how it works. Where's the footer? So footer.hbs, we also need to put a slash there to link properly to the JavaScript, and that will be all. Footer start, footer end. Not bad at all. So for every page now, we're going to have to remove the header and the footer as well, so that we can have them rendering properly. So remove the header, close the footer, index.html. So we need to rename that index.hbs. Okay. Then what else? We need to try to render that and see how it goes. There's the render. So localhost 3000. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, everything seems to be working perfectly. Okay, no hiccups. Okay, all is well. So we just need to link properly and move forward. Okay, so now the index is working. Let's try to look at the other pages and try to get them to work too. So now 404.html. First, let's change that to 404.html. So loading up anytime someone enters the wrong page. So we need to look for that footer start and remove the footer as well. Okay, so everything from here downwards should go away, because we already have that footer here. So to be efficient, we need to just okay, so that's all for end. Alright, so however, this nav bar, I'm still gonna look at what is going on there. So now app.get, now for, let's put that as every other route. Okay, let's send back this information. Press the render. What are we rendering? Let's render 404. So that's 404.hbs, right? Alright, so if I go to any other page apart from the home routes, I go to /bin. Alright, 404 page not found. Okay. Everything seems to be working perfectly fine, but I'm having an issue with this nav. This nav. So let me inspect this using my pesticide. Yeah. So nav. So I want this nav to be, like available globally. Let's put it like that. I want this nav to be available for everybody. I don't want everybody to have their own nav separately. It's getting on my nerves. No pun intended. So now, let's cut this nav out. But I need the nav of the index. So let's cut that out. So let's save that as a partial as well. Okay. And so we'll be, inserting it everywhere. So we can do that. So let's Control C, and inside the partials, let's put nav.hbs. Then let's put this in here. Then yes. So now inside index, I can remove this nav bar and replace it with nav. So I can edit it once and everyone is good. This. So 404, remove that nav bar, replace with this. Still good. Alright, so let's test it out and see that everything is working. Perfect. Go to the home page. Okay. Nav is nav. Alright, so I want to edit the nav to make sure that everything is linking to the proper URL. So I just need to do it in one place now, in the nav.hbs. So yes, navbar is href leading to index. I assume you're trying to go to my home page. Now it's located at / because that's the home route. And yeah, this is like our kind of logo, job entry. That's okay. What else? Collapse. Okay, so this link I can see is trying to go to the home page. Okay, because of this home about latest jobs. So I think these are the guys home about latest jobs. Alright, so I just need to point them to the routes that they're supposed to be. So for the home, let's put that to / for the about, that should be /about. Okay, for latest jobs, that should be slash latest jobs. Okay, what else? Contact should be slash contact. Those are the routes we are going to create. Then post a job should be slash post a job. Okay, so once that is done, I think everyone is cool. Reload. Okay, yeah, so everything is the same now. Yeah, everywhere. Slash about shouldn't work, slash latest job shouldn't work, slash contact shouldn't work, slash post a job shouldn't work, but the home should work. So everything is perfect. Alright, good. So we just need to create those routes and everyone is good. Post a job, latest jobs. Alright, we'll be coming back here to pick out some things. Yep. So nav is done. So we just need to edit the other pages to fit this same architecture or structure. You know. So 404 is done. About. Okay, so about.html first. That should become about.what? HTML. Okay. So now we don't want this head anymore. Remove all this. We don't want the footer. Yes, remove all this. What else? Nav. Yes, want to replace that nav. Search for it. Yes. Yeah. Want to remove it. Replace it with nav. Okay. That's about.hbs, right? And we are good to go. Yes. Okay. So, but just to make sure, we need to adjust some things. I can see some improperly linked resources here. Okay, just add that forward slash to denote the root directory so that everything can load up smoothly. Alright, that's fine. That's okay. So about.hbs, let's quickly create that route. I'll just copy this, put it before route. So this should be slash about. Okay, what are we ranking? About. Everything should work perfectly, smoothly. So if I go to about now, yes, you can learn a lot about us. Go back home, the nav is the nav, everyone is smooth. Good, moving forward. Next thing we have admin. Okay, I'm going to avoid all those admins right now, for now. We're coming to admins because they will use they'll be using a different layout. That's fine. We'll come back to them. So admin this, admin that, admin this, admin. Let's go to category. Okay, let me see what this category looks like. Okay, I think this is the one that that is supposed to be for a single category. So for every single category, there should be a dedicated page for the job listings that belong to that category. All right, fantastic. So still, we remove the head, we remove the footer, we swap the nav. Yes, okay. And then what else? So why is showing white like this? It's because I've not changed it from HBS to from HTML to HBS. Let's do that. Alright, we're right on track. What else? Let's properly link everything that needs to be properly linked. Seeing an image here. Yes. What else? Okay. Okay, we can skip some. We'll come back to them later. NEB. Okay. Now this link is supposed to go to latest jobs. Okay. Okay. So let's see what it looks like. Category. Okay. Let's try it. Okay, it's looking smooth so far, but this is supposed to be for every single category. So we are supposed to, make it for a particular category. So it should be dynamic because every category should have, um, you know, its own page. So this same route is supposed to undo for every single category. So if I go /category/ marketing, I should get rendered the same page, but with information for the marketing category. If I go /category/sales, same thing should happen. /category/tech, same thing should happen. So this is supposed to be a dynamic route because it's supposed to point to a single page at different points in time, depending on whatever variable is passed here. So I should be able to do something like /category/marketing. Yeah. So now if I do just /category for okay, that's fine. So single category. I think it's time we should start putting some. Yeah, so this should be get home. This is get about. This is get single category. And this is get for. Okay, that's fine. So now we have rendered almost all the pages. Let's quickly render contact ounce. Just zoom off. Alright, so contact is also working smoothly, loading up smoothly. Okay, so we'll fix the other pages too quietly. Okay. Post the job. So this is the posted job page. Let's delete from the header. Find the footer. Okay. What else? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. it's just good to keep the page name, the page route sort of uniform to avoid errors. Or so post the job. Good. Okay, now let's find now. Okay. Alright. So that's get latest jobs, right? Okay. And, okay, so I think all the visible pages should be loading now, apart from job detail, and we'll talk about job detail now. So job entry, home, working, home, about, latest jobs. Okay, this should be all the current jobs. Contact, post a job, all working from everywhere. So now coming. So this find a job should go to latest jobs, and post a job should go to post a job. So let's find these two buttons on this home page, that index.hbs, and fix that quickly. Find job. Okay, so I think this is it. So it's going to latest jobs.html. You should actually go into slash latest jobs, and this should be slash post a job. Okay, so I think that should be working now quite perfectly. Perfect. Post a job. Perfect. Alright. So now we're coming to the search, we're coming to this. Read more should be going to about. Okay. Then apply now should be going to individual product listing, individual job listing, and that's what this final page is about. This what's it called? This, where is it? This job detail page. Okay, so this job detail page, I should delete this guy too. Find the footer, delete the footer as well. And what else? Nav again. Nav. Why is it showing white? Because we haven't changed this to yet, so it doesn't understand the syntax. It does now. Tab there, tab there. Fine. Okay, so this is job detail. So now this job detail is supposed to be a single page. Let's load it up here. So get job detail. So it's supposed to be the page showing the details of the particular job, and it's also supposed to be the place where people are supposed to apply on the job. So when I click apply now somewhere here, it should take me to the job detail page of this particular job. not a general job detail page or something. So I should land somewhere here, but the information should read for that particular job, and I should be able to apply for that particular job. And this job ID should be automatic. So we're coming to that. So this also means that the job detail page is supposed to be a page that is a template. That means it's supposed to be a page that we should reuse or re-render for multiple pages. So I'm going to have that one job detail page, this one right here, but I should be able to use it for this particular job, any particular job, with the difference being that some things on it will actually change. So what that means is that it will also make use of a dynamic route. So that should be job detail slash something like ID, since the ID of the job should be unique. Okay, that should be the unique identification method for a particular job. Okay, so now once that is done, it means we have all our home routes, and I would like to move all of them to the routes. Okay, file. So I'll copy that, cut that out, go into my routes, create a file, call that home routes .mjs. Okay, paste that in. Okay, so I can import express. So let me say import express from express. Alright, so let's create router. Const router equals express dot router. So now we can use router everywhere. So I can use a shortcut here. You know, we love shortcuts. So let's try that. I'll just hold down my Option or Alt. Click here, here, here. Okay, let's make it like this. Okay, so Alt, here, 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 and here, and here. So now I can edit all at once. I'll just do router. Alright, so that's fine. So router.get home, router.get about, category slash category, contact, post a job, latest jobs, job detail slash ID. Okay, so I just need to export. If I can say export default router. Okay, so I'm exporting router as the default of this particular file. So I can come here and bring it in. So in here, inside app.js, I should import router. That should be home routes.js. So let me say import. Everything from, or let me just call it home routes from. So let's do dot slash routes slash home routes.mjs. Alright, so I just need to come here and do app.use here. So what am I using for the home routes, home part? Let me do home routes. Okay, so let's test that to see if it's working. So I go on, It's still on. Yes, two. About working, latest jobs working, contact working, post job working. All our routes are working. So we did that correctly. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is to, yeah, let's put this guy in order as well, the 404 page. Let's say, okay, let's just keep it as it is, as it was. So after get, if we don't do anything that we've planned for, then it lands on 404. Alright, that's fine. You can keep it that way as well. So the next thing we want to do is to handle the admin routes, because all the home routes have been taken care of. So we should look at the other views, the admin. So let's start with the admin home. So we have admin.html, then we have admin messages, admin jobs, applications, and all. So now these admin guys are going to be using a separate layout, not this main.hbs, because main.hbs has a particular structure, and that structure is not going to fit this admin routes. So what we're going to do is to create another layout. So let's call that plain, or let's call it admin. So call it admin.hbs, but I don't want it to, I don't want it to get confusing with this admin.hbs I'm going to create here. So let's call it plain.hbs. So plain.hbs is just going to load up, let it just load up the body for now, then we'll cut everything else accordingly. Okay, so this is the body. So let's try to load up our first admin route, admin page. So admin.html, let's convert that to admin.hbs. So the thing with the admin page is the styles are already there, so we might just leave them plain like this. Only that we want to change the side panel. We'll show that in a minute. So admin.hbs is done. So inside my app.mjs, let me look at it. Let's quickly create that admin path. So I'll do app.use /admin. Let's call them admin routes. So I want to import admin routes. I'll just copy what I have here. Okay. So admin routes.mjs give us an error because we don't have any such. So let me quickly create that before it spins at me. Okay, so admin routes.mjs. So let me just copy all I have in home routes, paste it in admin routes. So it makes the job really easy. So router.get home, that's automatically /admin, because that's what we are calling it right here, right? Okay, so that should give us /admin. So if we render the admin.hbs page, and let's see the other views that we have there. What else do we have? We have admin applications, admin messages. So /admin /messages. I think that will be fine. Let's say admin-messages. Okay, who else? So this is get admin home. So this should be get admin messages. Okay, so this will be /admin /messages. So I'm rendering the admin messages page. What else? Admin jobs and admin applications. Okay, so get admin jobs. So it should be /admin /job. It should be admin-jobs and admin applications. So this should get admin applications. So this should be /admin/applications. Rest of render admin/applications. Not bad. So we don't need this 3 other ones. Okay, so still exporting router. So now we have /admin/applications, rendering admin applications. So these guys are still in HTML. Let's convert everybody to HBS and try to see what they look like, starting with admin. So I see HBS. This is HTML. Let's rename that to HBS. Yes. Then admin jobs to HBS as well. What else? Alright, that's fine. So now let's try to run those routes and see what we get back. Starting with /admin. Okay, this looks nice. We designed this. Okay, so now we are here. It looks a little bit different, but okay. So /admin. So now /admin/messages. Okay. It looks a bit different. Something is there's something a bit off about it, but I guess we'll fix that in a moment. That's not our focus now. So /admin/applications should show all the applications, and it should be really cool. So what else? Okay, so far we can see that some parts of the page, of these pages, the admin messages and admin applications, some parts are being repeated. So such as this nav. Let's see what they are called. This one is admin nav, okay, and this part to side panel. So those parts seem to be repeated over time. So we can make those ones partials, and so that we can edit them once or not. But whichever one we decide to go with, it's fine. We just need to make sure that everything is smooth. But if not anything, these side panels need to be partials because they are the same across board. So let's take this side panel and cut it out, make it a partial, call it side panel. Okay, so in partials, let's create a new partial called panel.hbs. Alright, paste that guy in, and we hunt it down on every other admin page and replace it. So admin applications, side panel, good. Admin jobs, replace that side panel. Okay, admin messages, replace that side panel. Then admin, let's replace that side panel as well. Okay, let's see if everything still looks good. Okay, seems it does. So we just need to edit the links in this side panel once, and it should affect everything else. So let's try to go into that partial called side panel and try to edit the link. So this link is supposed to be, it's called dashboard, but it really is linking to the admin route, admin home. So you can make that /admin. Then admin jobs, okay. You can make that /admin/jobs because that's the route. Then this is /admin/applications. Okay, it's making sense. /admin/messages. And if we have time, /admin/subscribers. Okay, fantastic. So let's try this out now. So dashboard, admin on, jobs, admin jobs, applications, messages, subscribers follow for yes, we know. Okay, and log out is absolutely nothing for now. Okay, so admin dashboard. Alright, so this is fantastic. Something is a bit off with this, but like I said, we'll check on it later. Okay, so now we are here. What do we want to do? So we've successfully loaded up all the pages. All the get requests are working. We just need to now move to the next step in the features, and that will include us working on the, what's it called now? Working on the post routes, okay, and some other features like that. So we'll do that next.